Good day, virtuous women, and welcome to Tuesday Talks. My name is Sharon Williams and I am a mother, I'm a wife, I am a full-time administrator, an evangelist, and I pastor Hope International Ministries, which is an outreach ministry which stands for Happiness Over Pain Endured. Today I want to share this thought with you. So I have taken up this hobby. It's not about a hobby. It's a good hobby. Yeah. I've taken up this hobby. I have watched everything about it, how to do, when to do. I've purchased things. But what I didn't realize is that this hobby was taking away time that I would normally spend with God. It took away my attention, and I was so zoomed in on this hobby. And I realized that distractions can come in so many different shapes and sizes. They can come through sicknesses. They can come through relationships. Distractions can come through you pursuing your next promotion or your job or your house or your car. Distractions can come in any shape and form. Not that all of these distractions are bad, but my focus was so much on my hobby that it became a distraction. And the Lord spoke to me and said, I need your undivided attention. Can I say that to you? He needs your undivided attention. So I was thinking about what is your undivided attention? Because your attention is good, right? And when I thought of attention, your attention could be focused in different areas. And because there's so many different things, it could lead to distraction. But when you have undivided attention, you're wholly and solely focused upon that one thing. And this is what the Lord was saying to me, and I'm sharing it with you, that He's looking for our undivided attention. Whole focus is on Him. So when these distractions come, that they won't take over or consume us, but we will be more focused in on God. What does God say about this? What would God do in this situation? How must I handle this? How can He guide me through this? My focus should be on God. So when you have undivided attention, it's you're totally committed to. Yes, you're totally committed to. Every fiber of your being is towards God. Can you just imagine that if all of us as virtuous women, instead of taking up problems that we can't solve, instead of taking up situations that we can't provide anything for, we are just focused in on God. But here where the Lord took me, He took me to the book of Acts, and Acts chapter 9 to be exact. So when we think about Acts chapter 9, we know it's Paul on the road to Damascus. But one of the verses stood out to me. In fact, it was just like a sentence in the verse, in verse 6. After Jesus had knocked Paul down on the road to Damascus, after he was persecuting the Christians, Jesus did what he did, and there was a conversation. But Paul said in verse 6, he asks the Lord, he says, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? In other words, I'm going to give you whatever you say to do, I'm going to do it. Whatever you give me to do, God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to leave everything else behind, and I'm going to press towards whatever you say. In other words, I surrender. Let your will be done in my life, not my will, but your will, God. Isn't it something that Paul, in this statement or in this question, it translates through his whole life as we read in the epistles? He asks, Lord, what would you want me to do? Jesus answered him, right? And said, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go down and go down to that place and you will meet two men and so forth. You know the story. And then when you read through the epistles, you see how Paul was totally and wholly devoted to the Lord. Everything that God asked Paul to do, thereon in, he did it because his attention was all to God. May your attention be towards God today. If it wasn't before, have a change of heart, have a change of mind. Let God change the trajectory of your life and be totally and solely focused on him. He wants your undivided attention. Heaven bless you.